the most heartwarming story of a struggling single parent's sacrifice. The night was cold, and the wind howled through the cracks in the tiny apartment. A single mother sat at the kitchen table, staring at a pile of unpaid bills. Her hands trembled as she held her last few dollars, wondering how she would feed her child the next day. Her stomach ached with hunger, but she pushed the pain aside. Her child came first. Outside, the streets were filled with life. People rushing home, cars honking, and the smell of food from restaurants she could never afford. She looked at her sleeping child, wrapped in a thin, worn-out blanket. She gently ran her fingers through the child's hair, whispering a silent promise. "I will never let you go hungry." She worked multiple jobs, leaving early in the morning and returning late at night. Her hands were rough from scrubbing floors, her feet ached from standing for hours, but she never complained. Every penny she earned went toward her child's school fees and food. She endured exhaustion, knowing that one day her child would have a better life. One evening, after another long shift, she walked home in the rain, holding a small bag of groceries. Her worn-out shoes were soaked and her hands were numb from the cold. As she approached her apartment, she saw her child sitting by the window, eagerly waiting for her return. The sight made her heart swell with both sadness and love. One night, she fell ill. Fever consumed her and her body ached, but there was no time to rest. Her child needed food. With weak hands, she got up and went to work, pushing through her pain. She wiped the sweat from her forehead and continued scrubbing the floors, determined not to let her hardship win. Years passed, and her child grew into a brilliant student. The sacrifices of the mother did not go unnoticed. One day, the child came home with an acceptance letter from a prestigious university. The mother held the letter with shaking hands, unable to believe that her dream had come true. Despite the odds, the child graduated with honors and secured a high-paying job. The day the child handed the mother the keys to a new house, she broke down in tears. Every night of hunger, every hour of exhaustion, it had all been worth it. Her child, once wrapped in a thin blanket on a cold night, was now successful, all because of a mother's undying love and sacrifice. She sat in her new home, no longer worrying about bills or hunger. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to rest. She had won. She had given her child a life she never had. And that was enough. A mother's love knows no bounds. This is a story of unwavering sacrifice, perseverance, and hope. No struggle is too great when it comes to love. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's honor the unsung heroes, our parents.